Run it back, nation. What is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood, running back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, do your thing. Give me 1,000 likes on the video. 1,000 likes is a new standard. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your notification bell on. Let's get right down to business. The Philadelphia 76ers take care of the Brooklyn Nets pretty easily, pretty convincingly, 121-99. The first thing I want to say about the Brooklyn Nets is to their fans this whole offseason, you know, Ben Simmons is going to come back and all you haters are going to eat your words and all this stuff. There you go. The guy, he's not playing, man. He figured out a way to continue to get paid $150 million while not playing basketball. Also, you know, they thought like, I don't know, Mikal Bridges was going to lead this team somewhere. Like Mikal Bridges, nice player. A lot of potential. It is a role player, guys. You know what I mean? It's a team with some role players on it. There's nobody there. Spencer Dinwiddie. They're not good. And they weren't going to be good. I don't know why you convinced yourself that they were going to be good this year. It is what it is. They're still just the Brooklyn Nets. So there's that. All right. As far as the Sixers go, I thought, you know, Joel Embiid finished the game 1 assist shy of a triple-double. And I think that's, you know, the first thing that I kind of want to talk about in this video. Because the way they're moving the ball and the way they're just having Joel make quick decisions and get rid of it right when the double comes, it's just so much better for his game. And it's exactly what I said the other night after the Boston game. I said, everybody that says Joel needs to be a better passer or Joel needs to take care of the ball better and things like that, that's not going to happen. Joel is who he is. He's the player that he is. He has the flaws that he has. It's the system that has to cover those up. It's the system that has to take advantage of his abilities, his incredible, never-before-seen abilities, and put him in the best position to not turn over the ball. And that is the type of stuff you saw tonight. That is the type of things that you see in these Nick Nurse systems. When he gets in these games and he's, you know, gets trapped in a corner and tries to dribble through double teams and he needs to be smarter with the ball. It's just kind of who he is. He's going to do things like that. Eventually, it's the system that has to be set up right to take advantage of his skill set and minimize the turnovers, and that's what happened tonight. He's getting so many assists from hitting skip passes off the quick double teams, just kicking the ball back to Maxey, handing the ball off to Maxey. He's getting assists on just dribble handoffs. The fact that he almost had a 30-point triple-double tonight was awesome, and it all starts with them being forced to double team because nobody on the Brooklyn Nets can guard Joel Embiid. Nick Claxton. You know, last year in that playoff series, you got your ass kicked the entire series. You dunked on Joel Embiid one time, and you posted it on Instagram like it was the highlight of your career. You can't guard Joel Embiid, Nick Claxton, and I like you. You're a nice player. You can't guard him. So they got to bring doubles the whole time, and we did a great job of moving the ball and making sure Joel's not in those positions to have a bunch of turnovers, making sure, you know, he's getting rid of the ball quick and giving him other options. They ran the high-low with Nick Batum. First of all, welcome back, Nick Batum. Thank you for coming back. We don't know what's going on. Hopefully your wife is happy now, whatever it is, or maybe you got a divorce. I don't know. Thank you for being here. The high-low with Batum and Embiid is awesome, and I don't think I've seen a high-low from the Sixers, maybe with Tobias sometimes, but Nick Batum is so much better at just making an entry pass than probably anybody on this team, and probably anybody since Harden, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And they ran the high-low with Nick Batum to Embiid a lot. I like that. And again, they run the backdoor cuts. When Embiid catches the ball right around the free throw line, there's the backdoor cuts. The one play where it was Covington or Daniel House. I think it was Covington where Joel got his 9th assist on a straight no-look dime to Covington cutting backdoor. It's just so nice to have action and things happening around Joel versus just give the ball to Joel, let them double team, and everybody stand around and watch. The Nick Nurse system is evident, and it's fun to watch. We'll see. We play the Celtics again. Not sure when we play them again, but you know, I know what people are going to say. Yeah, it was the Nets, bro. Let's see them do it against Boston. I want to see them do it against Boston too. But you know, it looked great tonight. Tyrese Maxey, had a slow first quarter. Again, was kind of shying away, and I do think that after that 50-point game that he had, teams did start to really respect him and try to get him to get rid of the ball, and that's really what happened in the past couple of games. He's running the pick and roll with Joel, and they're like switching to zone, or they're just straight doubling him around the screen and making him get rid of it. And that's what he was doing, right off the bat to this game. So I understand what he's doing. He's trying not to force things. He's trying to let the game come to him, and he's relying on other people to make shots when teams are clearly trying to take the ball out of his hands. He had 8 assists in the first couple of minutes of this game. Like the first halfway through the second quarter, he had 8 assists. And that was because every time they ran that screen and they brought, the quick double outside the screen, he would just kick it over to DeAnthony Melton, who, by the way, can't miss a shot right now. Can't miss a shot after starting the season shooting 27% from 3, and we're all harassing the guy. All of a sudden, he in his last 4 games, he's shooting 70% from 3. DeAnthony Melton is. So Maxey's like, hey, you want to double me because I dropped 50 a couple nights ago? My boy D-Melt hasn't missed a shot in 4 games. I'll just kick it over to him. He got me. He got my back. Also, DeAnthony Melton dunked the ball twice in this game. A fun stat that was posted by Trillbro Dude on Twitter from the You Know Ball podcast. DeAnthony Melton within 3 feet of the rim this year is shooting 22%. From 3, he's shooting 42%. So tonight, he started dunking the ball because I think Nick told him, hey, you can't make a layup, bro. So just dunk it, okay? You have to forcefully put the ball through the hoop to get the points. Because if you're just trying to do layups, I don't know why, but you can't make them. I don't know. I don't think he really said that. But DeAnthony Melton had 2 dunks in the game. So, on the fast breaks, it's like, and I was saying that, when he was missing all these layups. I'm like, there's a videos of him in Memphis, like, dunking on people. Like, where's the dunks at? So, nice for him to start forcefully putting the ball through the hoop again, but his shooting has been absolutely lights out lately, and I hope he keeps it up. He had 21 in the game. Most of those came in the first half off of the defense they were playing on Maxey, forcing him to give D-Melt the ball. Second half, they start loosening up on Maxey a little bit, probably trying to adjust to the Anthony Melton lighting him up, and that's when Tyrese Maxey starts to make some runs. So Maxey, started out slow in the first, but he had his runs where they come in. Somebody threw a stat in the playback chat, Playback TV, by the way. Download the app, join us for every Sixers game. Somebody threw a stat in the chat that said the first quarter and third quarter, Joel Embiid is leading the league in scoring. The second and fourth, Tyrese Maxey is top 5 in the league in scoring. So that's really where he gets in. You know what I mean? The third quarter, the game was still a little bit close until the Joel came back in at the end of the third, and that's when we pretty much ran away from the game. Ran away with the game. The Brooklyn Nets just started to completely collapse. We started to ramp up the defense. They couldn't stop Joel. They couldn't stop Tyrese. Maxey hit 3 threes in a row in the third quarter, and then he pulls up from the damn logo. From the logo, heat check, foot on the Brooklyn Nets basketball logo. Splash, Steph Curry range, Damian Lillard range. Yes, Tyrese Maxey is here. And Tyrese Maxey is a star. And tonight, he had 25 and 10 assists and only 1 turnover. He's playing absolutely out of his mind. Do we like that he shies away sometimes or isn't as aggressive in certain situations? I'd still like him to get up more shot attempts. But I'm not totally angry or upset about what he did in this game because when he had the opportunities, he filled out the spots, he filled out the game, he filled out the defense, and when he had the opportunities, he attacked. And that's really all we can ask for Tyrese Maxey is a nice 25 and 10 game behind Joel Embiid's 32, 12, and 9. DeAnthony Melton shot the lights out. Tobias Harris had a bad game. Tobias Harris, there was a lid on the rim. He got a couple buckets early, but most of the game he was just missing everything. At one point, the Nets were running a zone in the fourth quarter. Left Tobias wide open at the free throw line. He shot a jumper, missed it, got his own rebound, shot a floater. It rolled around the rim about 9 times and rolled out. So it was just that kind of game for Tobias Harris. Is what it is. He was 0 for 4 from 3, but he was a plus 14. Nick Batum, only 3 points on the stat sheet, but he was a plus 25. Nick Batum is such a perfect fit for this basketball team. That is one of the biggest. I mean, that's the getting rid of the Harden negative energy thing and getting even just Nick Batum in return for how perfectly he fits next to Joel Embiid and helps Joel Embiid be his best player. I'm loving the Nick Batum addition, man. Jaden Springer again. Jaden Springer finishes the game with 10 and 5 rebounds and 2 assists, but Jaden Springer is just gaining confidence every game now. And yeah, I said just a couple weeks ago, the beginning of the season, this kid might need to go back to the G League. He looks so scared when he's on the floor. He is shutting me up real quick. Every game now, he's looking more and more and more confident. And man, he's playing absolute ball hawk defense. I love he clamps. I don't know who can score on Jaden Springer. I really don't, man. He is such a good on-ball defender. It's a joy to watch. He's getting better at finishing around the rim. They're leaving him wide open from three because some of these teams still don't even know who he is. He's starting to knock those down. He was 2 for 4 from three in this game. I just love that Jaden Springer is gaining the confidence, and it's because Nick Nurse doesn't have these guys on a short leash. The Raptors fans told me, oh yeah, wait, you're going to hate Nick Nurse. He doesn't play young players. What? Excuse me? He doesn't play who? He's playing 20-year-old Jaden Springer, guys. And he doesn't have him on a short leash. He let him make mistakes early in the season. Then he still put him out there because that's how you develop players, right? The other guy, you know, you'd have one turnover, he wouldn't play you again for the rest of the season. So shout out to Nick Nurse for just the emergence of Jaden Springer. The Nick Batum edition is awesome. The Anthony Melton shooting the lights out. Tyrese had a great game. Joel 32, 12, and 9. On the other side of the ball, Spencer Dinwiddie finished the game with 12 points, which is really kind of crazy. Mikal Bridges finished with 18. That's kind of crazy too. I think Mikal Bridges had 18 at halftime. Now that I think about it, I don't think Mikal Bridges scored in the second half at all. So again, it's the Nick Nurse thing, man. Halftime adjustments. Dinwiddie was getting buckets in the first half. Mikal Bridges had 18 at halftime. Second half, we start to ramp up the perimeter defense. We start switching everything. We start rotating. We start flying out to the three-point line. And guess what? Clamps. Clamps on Bridges, clamps on Dinwiddie, and the Nets were down by almost 30 at the end of the third quarter. Lonnie Walker did cook us the whole night, but that's just that off-the-bench player for the Brooklyn Nets that happens every year. Last year, it was Cam Thomas. This year, it's Lonnie Walker. It used to be Spencer Dinwiddie. But, I love the defense in the second half. I loved the Nick Batum thing. I loved Jaden Springer's game. It was a fun one to watch, man. It was a fun one to watch. And you could have watched it with us on Playback TV if you were there. Join the wave. Join us. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sixers get a dub. Hopefully Kelly Oubre's back soon. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm out.